Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for ARCA Series presented by Verizon practice here at Daytona. As 31 drivers getting ready to go out on the track. Some drivers already pulling out of their pit stalls. So we've just got done with the Can-Am Pro Series Western Division, and some of those drivers are now moving up to the ARCA Series. And this series is actually the biggest series for those lower drivers from the Dirt Series and the Pro Series, because this series is where these drivers really have to show that they have what it takes to move on to the trucks, the National, and the Cups. Stephen Wallace Jr., a driver from the Can-Am Pro Series Western Division, driving the 06 Toyota as he's making his way out onto the track right now. Wallace Jr. ran really well in the Dirt Series, had 2 wins. And I believe he also has 2 wins in the Can-Am Pro Series Western Division, so it's no surprise to see him up here in the ARCA Series. And I'm really looking forward to see what this young man can do. And the ARCA Series will be running much bigger tracks now, obviously, so definitely curious to what these drivers can do. Alex Benyako in the 7, making his debut here in the NORLA League. I think it's his debut. Driving the number 7, and we already have a car down on the apron having a problem. That's Cam Wilson in the 2, as it looks like he's stuck on the apron right there.
Yes, sir. Right there.
Oh, and Fisher gets into him. Fisher in the 23. Not sure what that was about. In the 18 of Casey Russell.
Damage looks fine. It looks fine.
Russell too has damage on his Toyota, and his number 18 Nas Toyota right there. I'm not sure what happened, and Fisher with some damage as his on it.
You're obviously in the wrong position here, but how hard did you hit? I mean, is it tore up bad or not really?
He's talking to his crew there.
Because I hit one good time on the right side.
Not sure what that was about.
Stay on the apron now.
Tough break for Fisher, and there's Cam Wilson. See if we can get ourselves a replay. Here it is. Not sure what happened here. Oh, the 18 just got right into him. I'm not sure what that was about. He just turned him on the apron, just flat out turned him. And that could have been dangerous, because there could have been other drivers coming who would have ran into the 2. That's really dangerous. I'm not sure what that was about. Take another look at it here. The 18 just ran over the 2. We're gonna have to take that 18 into the hauler to see what that was about. Running on board the 2 here.
Hold it.
Just flat out turned him. I honestly don't know what to say about that. No idea what to say about that. But the 2 is back out on the track now. Cam Wilson, yeah, I think that's Cam Wilson. I haven't quite gotten the names down yet, but he is back out on the track now. So right now the fastest driver is the 06. He's got a big group of cars right here drafting. No wonder some of these guys are the fastest here. It's really curious to see how these guys run in the draft. And I apologize for the lag right there. It's about 4, 5, 6, 7 car pack right here. See the 03 diving. So yeah, these guys were testing out this aero package in testing, and that's what you're seeing right now. Sebastian Cucalon, I think is how you say it. He was a part of the Can-Am Pro Series Eastern Division. Currently driving here in the ARCA, driving the number 0. Nathan Fisher, runner-up in the Pro Series Eastern Division, had 4 wins. Surprisingly, had 0 wins in the Western Division, but still finished high in points. He's up here in the ARCA Series, and looking forward to see what Fisher can do. The younger brother of Cup champion Raymond Fisher. Nick Smith, a Cup regular, is gonna try his luck here in the ARCA Series, driving the number 33 GoDaddy Chevrolet. Nick Smith, he's pretty good at these super speedways, so looking forward to see what he can do in the ARCA Series. And now Alan Price in the 07 currently jumps to the board. I think he's another driver making his debut here in the NORLA League. He too is part of a big group of cars. About a 6-car pack right here. And that 18 who was involved in that earlier crash, he's currently pushing the 07 right now. So if you keep an eye on the 4 being aggressive right there, if you keep an eye on these drivers to see how they run this track, the different lines, the different grooves that drivers will be taking, looking for the fastest way around this track. Raymond Fisher, who had a wild wreck in practice. We're gonna show you the clip here. It was a 3-wide situation, and as soon as they came across the line, Fisher just got turned and took some air underneath the car. Didn't flip over completely, but still it was a pretty wild ride and really close to that catch fence. If you see, look at it right here, it looks like the 54 just got loose. Maybe Fisher got out of line a bit, and that car just nearly going into the catch fence and could have tore up the catch fence really bad, and most likely would have delayed today's practice. Another look at it right here. Man, look how the air just go up underneath that car and just lifted it like a piece of paper. A final look at it right here. Man, if the 73 wasn't there, Fisher most likely would have went up and over and into the catch fence. As we go back to our live feed here, gonna ride on board Fisher.
Hold it tight here. Still there. 46.
Can really see how the draft works right here. You got the 46 behind him pushing. So Fisher hasn't had the best of luck at Daytona lately. If you remember in the Cup Series, he got injured here at Daytona. So Joey Carter in the 46, another driver making his debut start here in the NORLA League. Driving that number 46 Ford. He's another driver in this big group right here. Got a 15 of Eric Monaco behind him pushing. Monaco, who has some Cup experience and some truck experience, and I think national experience too. So definitely looking forward to see what Monaco can do here in the ARCA Series. Said he wanted to start over, I guess you could say, and he's going to start here from the ARCA Series and make his way up once again. The number 4, Joshua Hyatt. He's I want to say he started before in the NORLA League. I can't remember exactly, but he's driving that number 4 Chevrolet here in the ARCA Series. He too is looking for some good luck here, making his start as he try to move up the ranks up to the Truck Series. Tyler Markell in the number 10 Toyota. He's another driver who has some Cup experience under his name. So definitely looking to see him make some big moves here this season and maybe contend for that championship, as we'll see what happens here. Juan Garcia in the 19, his teammate being the 18 who got caught up in that wreck and is also going to pit road right now. Garcia looking to make a name for himself here in the NORLA League. As Fisher is going to lead this pack of cars. I don't even know if Fisher even has a Super Speedway win in a Cup Series. Can't recall the last time he won in a Cup Series. It's been a long time since Fisher has won anything, really. Sammy Davis in the 54, another driver who has some experience in the Cup. Won Darlington in the Cup a couple seasons ago. I believe the first or second season of the Cup Series. So definitely looking forward for them to make some moves here in the ARCA Series and be another team that contends for this championship. Anything can happen here. A lot of drivers moving around, trying to find the right groove, trying to get a fast lap in. As the 06 of Stephen Wallace Jr. leads this pack along with Alex Benyako. Nick Smith is also in this pack. Zachary DeLello, your Can-Am Pro Series Eastern champion, moving his way up here to the ARCA Series. He is in the Eastern Division. He just really was consistent most of the races, and the races that he wasn't consistent was most likely due to being wrecked. But other than that, he had 3 solid wins Won the first race, almost won the last race at Dover, but ended up finishing third in that 3-wide photo finish. DeLello, I'm definitely looking forward to see him contend for the championship here in the Verizon ARCA Series, or the ARCA Series presented by Verizon. So he drives that number 20 Toyota Camry right there. The 03 of Ben Crouch. He's coming up from the West Series. He had a win in the West Series. Ran really well and was really consistent and had a chance to win the championship, but Christian Russell ended up closing it out with that second place finish. And we have a car that's up in smoke. That's the 46 right there of Joey Carter.
Make sure all your switches
That's the
are
first
on,
car we've seen expired his engine. And Carter's going to fall victim to that.
Everybody's gonna park it.
And
Stay on the apron now.
yeah, you wonder if all the Ford teams have to worry about that. I wouldn't say they do, but still, even though it is just one engine that expired. But tough break for Carter, as he's going to have to go to a backup car for qualifying. As we head back to this big group of cars, Nathan Fisher in the 9 has jumped to the top of the boards, as he's running really well. Another driver that I expect to be contending for this championship. Even though it's definitely too early right now, but still, I'm only going off of what their experiences was and what their stats was in the West Series and the Eastern Division. Bubba Jones in the number 8. He too is another driver I expect to be contending for this ARCA Series championship. He's going to make his way to the pits. Jones has one win in the Can-Am Pro Series West. Dylan Young in the 99, definitely a driver I expect to be contending for this championship. He has a ton of Cup experience under his name. He is your Dirt Series champion. He had a win actually, just one win at the Dirt Series, but won the championship, and won in the West Series at Iowa. Had a couple of top fives, mostly top fives when he ran in the Cup. So Dylan Young, I expect to see him run really well. Cody Goforth, another driver that I expect to run really well here. So he drives that number 6 Chevrolet. Goforth, I believe has one win in the West Series. Yeah, I want to say he's the driver that was driving the number 15, I believe. I already forgot. Jeez. But believe he won that last race in the West Series. Mitchell Collins, who's been having had a tough season in the Can-Am Pro Series Eastern and Western Division, wasn't able to pull out a win in any of those, and he's going to try his luck here in the ARCA Series, driving at number 3 Ford. Wish him the best of luck, as he's going to lead this little pack right here of 4 cars. 24 of Joey Pink, another driver making their start here in the NORLA League. So he's going to drive that number 24 Toyota. He's looking for some luck here and try to make a name for himself. And this is definitely the series to do it. It's just going to have Dylan Young right behind him. He's going to fall in line right in front of Dylan Young. Young pushing right there. And that's another thing. These drivers have to be careful who and how they push so they don't turn anyone. Henry Williams, a driver who I expect to even probably win this race, because Williams was a Cup Series regular, and if I'm not mistaken, he's actually a past champion of the Cup Series, or maybe not. I can't remember, but Williams has won this super speedway multiple times, including the Daytona 500, and so definitely looking forward to see Williams perform extremely well here on the super speedway, and not even just the super speedway, just throughout the season really, as he drives that number 5 Lucas Oil Chevrolet. And this big wad of cars right here, maybe 10 or more drivers are right here in this big pack. One of them is going to go down pit road. That's the 40 right there. Cade Rue in the number 12, another driver making their debut start here in the NORLA League, driving that number 12 Toyota, as he's part of this big pack here. Yeah, it's about 10 maybe 15 cars in this pack, so this pack definitely has some quick drivers most likely. So Cade Rue looking to make a name for himself. One of the best ways to do it is probably win this race when it comes to race day. Tony Green, who was a Cup Series regular in the season 15 of the Mountain Dew Kickstart Cup Series, he's driving this number 4 Napa or number 44 Napa Toyota. I look forward to seeing him make some noise this season, as this is a big group of cars, and you can tell they're just really testing to see how they run in packs compared to other drivers who are in smaller packs, and some drivers are probably even by themselves right there, including the number 25 you see back there. Billy Bishop in an 02 was the last second driver to be added to the roster. So he's right behind Tony Green right there in the 44. Henry Williams now falling on the outside. He doesn't have much help. Trying to ride rear from the 02 here, Billy Bishop. It's a really big pack of cars. Greg Torres, a driver making his debut start here in the NORLA League, as he's currently driving the number 1 Chevrolet in this big group of cars, or Toyota, excuse me. This big group of cars. You see, he just got bumped out of line right there by the 2. He got really loose in that trioval. The driver's got to be really careful to that, because if you're in a pack like this and you make one small mistake, it could cost you and several other drivers the whole entire race. And especially for these smaller teams, they don't have too many cars. They probably only have one other car in the garage. And if they wreck both cars, they won't be able to start any of the races unless they can get those cars repaired. And there's 2 of who was turned earlier in this practice session. He's back on the track and making some fast laps. He's currently sits in 9th. Jeff Gerhan in the 73, one of those smaller teams out there, making his start in the NORLA League, driving at number 73 Ford. We're coming to the closing minutes here of this session. It'll only be one practice session. He has a chance. Oh, in the 54, nearly getting turned by Cateroo right there. Sammy Davis, that is. But Henry Williams, you see, he's looking for a way around these drivers. He wants to get up there and lead this front pack. But I think your car is more faster when you're behind someone. So Zach Winkle in the 78 Chevrolet, he's a driver who has a ton of Cup experience. I believe he won at Darlington, and if it wasn't Darlington, it was Indianapolis. It's one of the 2. As he's done running his laps, he's gonna head into the pits. Alex Parker in the number 25 Toyota, making his debut start here in the NORLA League, as he's all by himself out there. Doesn't really have anyone around him at all. Dylan Young, his teammate, he too is by himself. Young was actually a part of a pack a couple laps ago. I believe he pitted. Damian Fisher currently leads this pack out here, and he's just hoping for some Daytona luck. Fisher is currently 27th on the boards, however, or 22nd. Can't really see it. Nathan Fisher, however, looks like he still has the fastest laps, and he's looking to be on top of the boards here for the fastest in practice. This is his first time being on the track with big brother Damian Fisher, so looking forward to see how those 2 work together here in the ARCA Series this season. Still a big group of cars right here. We're gonna take a look on the interior to see what these drivers see.
Feel it out before you go too hard. And forth.
As you can see right there, team communication is key. As Cade Rue and 12 leading this big pack of cars right here, their final run at trying to get a faster lap. 44 Tony Green just led that pack barely at the line right there, but it's still Nathan Fisher on top of the boards. And look at the bump drafting here. These guys are just pushing, and we've got a car into the wall. A near wreck right there, and they're gonna save it. And that was just bump drafting nearly gone completely wrong right there. Close call for those drivers, and a great job by them to save it right there from wrecking, else they would have had to go to a backup car for qualifying. As we enter the final seconds here. 40 nearly getting into right there. But Christian Russell, your West Series champion, in a number 40, making his way up here to the ARCA Series. And we're definitely looking forward to see what Russell can do. He's been competitive in both the East and Western division. He has a win in both divisions. And definitely looking to see what Christian Russell, your West Series champion, can do here as Fisher continues to lead this pack. And these big group of cars looking to get a faster lap. A lot of these drivers still on older tires, so I don't know how that faster lap is going to work for them. And as they cross the line right there, and there it is, this session is officially over. And it's going to be Nathan Fisher in the number 9 on top here. The quickest time of the 45.288, I think, or 3. I can barely see it because I'm looking at a smaller screen here. But congratulations, Nathan Fisher, on being the fastest driver. Zachary DeLello, he's going to be second. A great run for him. And you can see a lot of these guys in the back here. Zach Winkle was by himself most of the session, along with I'm surprised Sammy Davis is also back here. Joey Pinky, Mitchell Collins, Dylan Young, another driver. He was by himself mostly, so they just maybe need to be in a bigger pack to run really well. Nick Smith, currently third on the board. Alan Price in the 07. Greg Torres, Jeff Gearhan, Alex Spagnaco, Eric Monaco, and all those guys in the top 10. Thank you guys for watching here, as the next event you will see is the ARCA Series presented by Verizon here at Daytona for the first race of the season. Join the discussion on Discord, and the link will be in the description. I highly recommend to those who aren't on the server to join us, because that's where you see all the news and how to get into the highest series and all the info on other series. Thank you guys for watching.